Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I have another random smartphone accessory for everyone to see today. I've always been curious about phone screen magnifiers and if they actually work or not, or if they're just trash. So I decided to pick this one up from Amazon for about 10 bucks. On the day that I bought it, there was like a coupon for 30% off, I think. So I said, why not? Let's give it a try. There's nothing much to lose. It's like 10 bucks. I spend dumber things on Funkos or, I don't know, Bowser Jr. toys. Anyway, this is made by a company called Wishouse or Wishouse. And the back of the packaging, as you saw earlier, has all the instructions for assembly, and it looks pretty simple. So the phone screen magnifier folds completely flat, as you saw how it's packaged. So already it could be ideal for travel. It almost looks like an iPad case or a pad folio. So the unit itself is nicely made, actually. It's really surprising, but it's made out of like a plastic like pleathery material, so it's going for a leather look, but you can tell that it's not real leather. The little piece right there is a hood. It's really simple, made out of plastic, and I'm assuming it's for brighter lit areas so you can get more brightness from your phone and whatever it is. And here's the magnifying screen itself. It reminds me of when I was a kid and I would go outside using a magnifying glass to look at grass or bugs or nature, whatever it is. You know, I kind of miss the outside since we're all quarantined and whatnot, but it's actually just a 12-inch bigger version of a magnifying glass. So putting the screen together is really easy, and you just make a triangle out of the back portion right there. So that bigger half is for the phone. It's the phone holder. So you get that folded, you get it nice and set up, you lift the screen right there, and as I lift up the screen again, look at the instructions, there's actually a middle cutout right there for the screen. So you're going to make a little tiny triangle. It's like a little tiny version of that bigger triangle you made, and that holds up the screen. So the hood is actually optional, so it's for lighting conditions. So if you want to use it, here is how you put the hood together. It's really easy to put together. It's actually doesn't require any folding except for the two side flaps. You see those two triangles right there? Just open those up, and then you just place the hood right on top of the unit right there, and there you go. There is the complete unit with the optional hood. So if you couldn't tell, this video is sped up for everyone's convenience, for yours and my own, because I wouldn't want to sit through a 30-minute video if I was a viewer, so I cut it down to 5 minutes of sped up stuff. So the audio from the phone is going to sound real chipmunk-like. So I'm using an old Moto E5 I used to use back in the day just to show off how it magnifies things, since I'm using my iPhone 11 to record everything right now. Kind of sounds like Animal Crossing gibberish when I speed it up, huh? So from the start, what the camera is capturing is really different from what the naked eye sees. From my own perspective, the phone fills in the entire 12-inch screen, but from a recording perspective, what my camera is getting, I'm gonna have to find the right angle so that everybody can see what I see, because it looks vastly different every time I look at the phone and every time I just see it in person. The camera also picks up a bit of a glare from the screen, but it doesn't look that bad in person. There's still a slight glare, but it's nothing that really disrupts or kind of a deal breaker for picking up this sort of item. So the whole image or video really does look pretty clear. So maybe if I turn off the lights, it will help. So as you can see, when I change angles, the size looks different on the camera in real time though, of what I actually see. When I go farther back, it gets humongous and a little bit more blurry, but it's kind of cool because I can just zoom in the camera from all the way back there and the image looks clear. So when you saw that full-size image, that's what I actually saw when I was about 1 to 2 feet away sitting at my desk looking at the phone magnifier. I really wish that I had a means or a way to show everybody what my eyes really see when I use this phone magnifier, but this is probably the closest that I can get it. And you know, it doesn't look half that bad through the camera, but it actually looks really clear in person. So here's the whole unit itself with the hood. Optional hood. And this is what it would look like if you used it. And now the question that I asked earlier, or statement that I pondered, was, do screen magnifiers really work, or are they just trash? In short, they do work. I could see myself using this for travel, you know, if the world ever does get back to normal. Who knows when that will be, but this will definitely help with eye strain, especially for those people out there who are just always glued to their phones and are looking at smaller screens all day. And shout out to all those grown folks out there with those little crotch goblins that only quiet up if you shove a phone in their face with their favorite shows. This will help them too, and this will help you all out with your eye strain. Also, people who aren't too interested in technology and specs, they'll think this is awesome. While nerds like myself will say that's not even 4K. So, but if you have a Chromecast or an Apple TV, anything that can mirror your device, that's always the best way to go. But for 10 bucks, this isn't that bad. And with that said, thank you so much for watching. I'm glad that you could all make it to the end and watch my whole entire video. If you enjoyed my company, please consider subscribing to be the first to know when I upload a new video. I've also activated the applaud feature, so if you're on a computer and you see it next to the like button, consider applauding my video. It really does help a bunch. I hope everybody has a great rest of their day, and I'll see you all soon with new content.